Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down there. Yo, yo, yo. Just getting on here, talk some sports, trying to get the talk world live right now. So please be patient. Please be patient. What the heck is happening? There we go. There we go. Get this dang cord out of my way. See if anything crazy comes in across the news while I'm here. Yo, 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 B Will. What's up, brother? On here just talking some sports, as I love to do. Or anything that life throws at you at times. You just never know. You never know what crosses our conversations at times. You just never know. B. Will, is this a big game for Green Bay this week? Big game for the Green Bay Packers this week, B. Will. I know that's your team. I know that's your team. Come on, load up. Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for joining in, TikTok world. Just on here, going to talk some sports. Any questions, fantasy questions, football questions, concerns, talk about it. Don't matter. Whatever you guys want to talk about out there. Appreciate y'all. But we could even talk about Reese's Pumpkins if you like. We could even talk about Reese's Pumpkins if you like. Everybody loves some Reese's Pumpkins. Isn't that right, Scott? Isn't that right, Scotty Merckx? Everybody loves a little Reese's Pumpkins. Everybody loves that, huh? Hope and Watson has a game. I bet you do. I mean, it's time. It's time for him to start balling out, having a big game, big numbers, right? It's about time. Scotty Merck, any NFL, NBA questions, concerns you want to talk about? Who's your team out there, brother? Who is your team out there? As you can tell, fly, Eagles, fly. My brother that's always on here with me, he is a Pittsburgh fan. He is not here right now. I don't even know where he's at, to be honest. I tried to message him. Have not heard. Dolphins. Hey, good team, Scotty. Good team. You have a good team there you like. Miami is good. 3-4 Minnesota, 2-4 Green Bay. It's going to be a matchup. Get out of there. I don't think it's been his fault, though, other than the injury or play calling. Yeah, I mean, it has been, Brandon, I agree. And it's going to be a little roller coaster for a while. You can't expect Jordan Love to come out here and just dominate. You just can't expect to go out here and dominate. That's for sure. Sorry, just messing with the TikTok world here. Messing with the TikTok world here. Bird Gang. Hey, Bird Gang. That's right. That's right, Ryan. Bird Gang, baby. Bird Gang. TikTok, I'm over here live on YouTube, Facebook, and the X2. I'm trying to get 2,000 followers so I can link them both up. Me and my buddy does a podcast, does live here. We just bullshit at times. We usually do weekly recaps, talk about NBA, baseball. We got a Vegas insider, Ryan Ratchford, that helps us with this page. He wins some people some money. Just follow us. You can send us a message through here on TikTok, and we can give you some good information. Yo, what's up, George? I appreciate you guys hopping in. Got any questions? Sometimes it's hard to see, but I'll answer you. I promise as it goes on. Any big games, college games, football games you guys looking into this week? Maybe even if it's not your home team that you like, maybe if it's just a game that you know you can sit back, watch, and not have to worry about anything. Sometimes them are the best ones to watch. Man, watching Eagles every week just makes me nervous. I get real nervous. Even if I'm not out there, I just get real nervous. I don't know why. Start Jay Dotson and Ridley. Probably Ridley. My boy Den said start Ridley this week. I know they play Pittsburgh, but he's saying that start Ridley. He'll get some yards. He'll get some yards, George. Give us a share, George. Give us a follow. If you're not, like us. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys getting in here. Philly Nation, fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, brother. I like that. What's up with Hill? What show are you talking about, Tyreek? Guy's a dog. I know he's a little banged up. Yeah, he's a little banged up. A little banged up, but he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. I mean, dude's going to go out and play. If he can play, he's going to go out and play. He's going to put up a lot of yards. That's what he is. We held him in check a little bit. Philly held him in check, but Philly's got a good defense. And it's not really him in check. You don't hold Tyreek Hill in check. You got to get rid of Tua before you got to get to Tua before he gets rid of the ball. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Raiders are a hot mess right now, George. Raiders are a hot mess right now. Hey, but I got a Raiders insider here. Last week I was here with a Raiders insider, King Tilly. And let me tell you, he was giving me some, but he did tell me Raiders are going to win the next 5 games. I don't believe it. You're from Oakland. Hey, I like it. How about the NBA officiating? Looks like the officiating's terrible, dude. It is terrible everywhere. Until refs or something start getting held accountable for something, it's going to be the same. It's really going to be the same everywhere. Swipe right to view more comments. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Maybe I can see him better. I like it like that. Georgia, so you an Oakland fan? You an Oakland fan, Gonzalez? Makes you really wonder if they have money riding on games. Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder, especially if you, Greg, especially if you like really love sports and it's like you don't like to think of that. I hate to think of like it's rigged and stuff, dude. I really do. But man, it makes you wonder. It really does at times. Makes you wonder. Like if Vegas one way or the next get a little extra money. Man, Adams, it sucks. If you're a Raiders fan right now, it sucks because you got some good players. You really do. Big fan of Jacobs, big fan of Adams. But, dude, it is awful. It is awful to see it like that. It is. And, I mean, a lot of it, I think a lot of it's the coaching, the coaches, GM. I think you just got to, I don't know. You got to put the hands in somebody else. I mean, sometimes their draft, like the people they jump up to draft is like a big swing. And sometimes it's people's like, man, that guy's a bust. Not a big fan of Jimmy, signing Jimmy. Not a big fan of signing Jimmy. I would have rather rode out with Carr than to Jimmy. I mean, that's why Adams was there. Adams wasn't there for Jimmy. I mean, so I'm not saying rigged in that sense, just rest betting. I don't know. I don't know about it, Greg. It's hard. I mean, you know that they like teams or their family member or somebody could bet on it or so. I mean, it's very possible, Greg. Very possible. Yo, Zach, what's up, buddy? Just talking sports here. They need find like paper when they get. I agree. They need to find like the player. I agree, Seth. Seth over here on Facebook was saying, I can't link it up right now. I need 2,000 followers. I'm close. I need 2,000 followers on the talk to link all this together so I don't have to have my phone sitting beside me. Bro, I messaged you, Den Carter, and it took you an hour to message me back. Hey, door's open. Come on over. I can be live for an hour or so. Door's always open to Den Carter. I am waiting on you. I am on TikTok World. They are talking to me, Den, and some fantasy insider news. I need you here. That's why I messaged you an hour ago. It's kind of heartbreaking. My boy Den is messaging me on the Facebook world. Tell him TikTok, we need him here. We need him here. These fantasy questions are him. He is a fantasy. He's like a 7-time champion. He's got belts and he's got rings and everything. ASU guy, are you guys done with James Harden? Dude, I mean, I like James Harden's play of basketball, but dude, his nonsense is crazy. Crazy. I mean, he's not committed. He's one of them people like Watson, like at a football standpoint at Kyrie Irving, that they get paid. It's a job to them, and they don't care to go dominate or be great. You know what I mean? They're just there to collect a paycheck, dude. Tommy, I appreciate your question, bro. Give me a follow. Give me a like. If you're already following, I appreciate it. Henry to Baltimore be good. Gonzalez be real good. I'd rather have him go to Baltimore than Dallas, that I'm seeing everywhere. I do not want to see him roll to Dallas. That's for sure. Dan Carter, what are you eating, bro? You said I seen the message come up, said you're eating. What are you eating? I'm hungry. Lillard was in my neighborhood. Hey, go Lillard. I like Dame time, baby. I like Dame time. Come on, Greg. Don't be giving me them boys already here in the chat. We don't want to hear them boys. They'll be a couple weeks away. We don't want to hear them boys. That's awesome. Lillard, I really like Lillard. I'm glad he's on the Bucks. I'm glad to see him get with somebody that maybe they can win something. Yo. Good game. Basketball is in full swing. Basketball is in full swing now. It is. And it's like every day now. Basketball is every day. If you are bored and you kind of like basketball, there's always a game on. You could always watch. Nighttime, Warriors, Lakers, Denver, seems like they always play late. Them far away places from where I'm at is always playing late. Ohio boy here. But do not like the Buckeyes. We got to always say that. That is always have to be announced. I am from Ohio, but I do not like the Ohio State University. Go Birds. Hey, JG, that's right. Go Birds, brother. JG, you like him Eagles? Give me a follow. Always talking about them birds, baby. Always talking about them birds. Hey, appreciate it. Just trying to get 2,000 followers here on the talk. If I get 2,000, I can link this up. I'm on the computer over here. That's why at times I'm looking back and forth. I got Facebook, YouTube, the X over here going on the computer. I got TikTok running on my phone trying to get them linked together. This app we have, it takes 2,000 followers. So give me a share. Appreciate you guys commenting. Hey, I'll be here for a little bit. Heard some noise that Harbaugh is coming to come home forward soon. I think Harbaugh's probably going to roll. If you're talking about the one from Michigan, he's probably going to roll for a little while, buddy. I say he's out. All this trouble, best damn band in the land with the worst damn fans. Hey, Den Carter, you're right. You are right, Den Carter. You are right. Den Carter, question, if you're ready for it. Boyd, Hopkins, or Dell as flex pay this week. Carson Kelly, give me 1 second. My fantasy football insider here is going to answer this question for you. You can't see him because he's on TikTok. He's on Facebook over here on my computer. 1 second, I will give you an answer. Den Carter, Boyd, Hopkins, or Dell, flex play this week. Who we getting, Den? Who we getting? Did you hear the leak about Howie maybe getting I would like Luke. I'd really like that, but I don't see it happening. I heard Howie is still looking. Tell Den to come to Tin Talk. Well, Covey, he would, but the one that he has is the Rowan Rawls. I don't know if he has a different one. He could probably get on Brits. Oh, I can't say that loud, said Taylor. I got to let Den Carter answer that one. What's up with D. Henderson? I'm not. That team revolves around Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's going to have to win that game for him. I don't think Henderson's it, dude. I just don't think he's an every down back or a 25 carry back. Don't worry, Caden. We will answer your question. Tank Dell. Hey, there is your Caden. No. Carson Kelly. Sorry. Your answer is Tank Dell. Tank Dell is who to take this week, is what my fantasy football insider. This guy's got more rings and belts on fantasy football winning you would ever see, probably. Den Carter. How do you feel about the Eagles? Hey, I'm glad the Eagles loaded up and getting a safety. We need help back there. Him and Chalk Dawk, I think, will play good together. Sidney Brown will be able to come up and kind of play a little nickel because, man, our corners always get beat up. Hey, I appreciate you, Carson. Give me a follow. Give me a like if you ain't. Share it. Just trying to get 2,000 people here. Gonzalez. I haven't seen the injury report on him. I haven't seen the Rams injury report. I don't really try to follow every team's injury report. I see a lot of the main players that come around that flops through. D-Hop scares me with Malik or Levis. I agree, Den. I really agree. D-Hop, I mean, he could go for 150, but you just never know. How many games do you think we win in after Commanders? I don't know, Luke. It's one game at a time, buddy. You should pair your hat with a striped referee jersey. It's the perfect match. Come on, user. Come on, bro. Don't be hating. Luke, one game at a time, buddy. I'm not sure. One game at a time. And we came up with a good win again. Absolutely did. Dolphins win was huge for Philly. I figured we'd probably lose, honestly, because they just speed. But coming to Philadelphia, cold weather, played smart, run the football, defensive line got at it, got out of there with a win. Got out of there with a win. I appreciate you guys following. Probably. You know we're going to split one. The Cowboys are good. Hey, user, I get it, bro. It's fine. No hate, buddy. No hate. Hey, I know we didn't have a couple. We had a couple. They just was offsetting. You guys fouled a lot, but there was definitely some penalties that should have been called. But it happens. I don't know. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it does affect the game. There's a lot out there that you see that affected the game that never got called. I mean, that one Rams and I think it was New Orleans years ago. Holy moly. Eagles need to stop coming out flat against weak teams. I swear we better play. We play better against. We do. And Ryan, I don't understand it, but a lot of teams do that, man. It's like they play to the level of their opponent instead of coming out and just. I don't know why Philly's not a run-first team. At times it's like the weaker teams, we feel like we have to, let's get pretty. Let's try to throw the ball for 500 yards. No, let's run the football for 200 yards and let's throw for 200 yards. That's fine. I know we're definitely some bad misses, though. Like, that face mask and PI for sure. For sure. But, I mean, look at the Browns and Colts game, man. That one was a big factor of it. That one was uncatchable. I know it might have been PI, but that one was way uncatchable. Refs need to be held accountable. Dan, you never told me what you're eating, bro. Dan Carter, you never told me what you're eating. Do you think we got robbed of Super Bowl? I don't think we got robbed. I think a lot of played factor in it, Caden. I think the turf was terrible. The grass was terrible. Our defensive line was slower because of it. And we feast off our defensive line. If our defensive line is banged up or a lot of people is missing or an out for the year, would say, or if we just didn't have a good game, we're not going to have a good game. I promise. If our defensive line is not going to have a good game, the Philadelphia as a whole will not have a good game. The officials have been terrible all season. Just got to pray. And a lot of it's that time. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than be good, dude. Luke, that's hard to say, man. Jalen Carter's good. Aaron Donald is a dog, dude. Aaron Donald is a dog. He's a different player. He wins football games for you at times. He's a TJ Watt caliber player. He's the Bosa's caliber player at times. Micah Parsons. That's just someone that you have to game plan around. And if you do that, if you have to game plan around one guy, it gives opportunities for other people to succeed at a higher level. Bryce, I hope so, dude. I really do. Don't always count it as a win though. You got a one win at a time, buddy. I know it's a team that's kind of been flat, but I'd like to just go out there and lay it on them real quick and put some backups in. I don't know, Luke. I mean, it's going to take a while. I don't think that. I think you earn that name after several years in the league. But I mean, the dude's been a freak. He's balling out. Hopefully, he can stay healthy, keep his legs under him, and just keep getting in there. He's getting double pressure every time, so it's going to open the insides and the outsides up. I like the Eagles though, for real. Jason Kelce is one of my favorite players in the league. Hey, Jason Kelce is a dog, dude. Jason Kelce is a dog. Come on, bro. Lay off that Dolphins and ref thing, bro. Quit hating on him. Quit hating on that Philly fan. Feel like I'm in Eagles country over here. You should, Greg Covey. Look at this figgy. Fly, Eagle, fly. I love it. Catch some punts. Greg, let me tell you something. Greg Covey could catch some punts. He is related to Britton Covey. They're cousins. I've seen. I've even passed the ball with Greg Covey. He's almost as famous as Britton Covey. They're cousins. Figgy, fly, Eagle, fly, baby. Hey, give me a share, give me a follow. I appreciate it. Hey, I just don't like Nick Sirianni. I get it, dude. You love or hate the dude. I think he's very cocky. He's very openly vocal. He is, but he's a good coach. You can't deny that. He is annoying at times as opponents would hit it. There you are, bro. There's my Den Carter Jr. That is my fantasy football insider. That's my brother from another mother that's always here with me. If you guys see that Den Carter Jr. pop up and answers on your fantasy, he's got them, I promise you. I appreciate you, Figgy. I appreciate you guys. Just sitting here talking some sports with my friends. Any fantasy questions, talk about basketball. I got my basketball boy in here with me. He loves him some Mavs. A little bit of anything's on the board. You want to talk about it, bring it up. We're here. We will chat all day with you guys. We appreciate the shares, the follows, the likes. We appreciate it. Like I said, is there any games you guys want to talk about? I know you guys are just hating on my birds right now or loving them, one or the other, but is there any games you want to talk about? Your team? Figgy, you got a team out here? You got a game, even if it's not the Birds. What about the Ravens? Well, Tooley, Ravens are a really good team. I mean, my buddy did had them on his top 5 of the NFL teams. So they're really good. As long as they stay healthy, I think that's the number one thing, and it's hard to predict. I know it's hard to even talk about, but as long as they stay healthy and revolve that team around Lamar, I think they'll be okay. As an Eagles fan, I think we'll be going into that tough stretch and play well. We're going into a tough stretch of some games here and there. Cowboys is always tough regardless of where it's at. Jay, I appreciate you, brother, throwing in a question or comment in there. If you're not a follower, follow us, brother. Give us a like, share. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Figgy, I appreciate it, baby. Eagles all day, every day. I love it. Figgy, besides the Eagles, though, any games you're looking into this week? I mean, there's one or two I'm kind of got my head turned. I'm going to poke around and watch them. I hope we play better against Washington this week. I do too, man. Any games in the division is always stressful. Always stressful. Philadelphia Eagles, bro, appreciate you sharing the live there. Appreciate you. Niners losing 3 games in a row is going to help us get home field. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a 10-year-old boy. Oh, I like Colorado, Tooley. 1 second. I got a 10-year-old boy, and I tell him that as long as we win these NFC games and the NFC teams lose, we're okay. We want home field. We want the playoffs to run through Lincoln Financial. I hope so, Eagles. I hope so. Let me tell you. Hoping Lane Johnson can handle. Oh, me too, dude. Luke, I don't know if you follow it much. I'm not real sure how old you are, but I seen they did say that sack did not count on Lane Johnson, so his sackless games continue. Colorado, totally. I'm a Colorado fan, not a fan. I like watching Dion. I like watching the boys. They're good. They're not great. They're good. They're fun to watch. Give them a year. I think they'll be better. Cowboys are suspect. Cowboys are always good, Jay. Cowboys are always good. Top notch. Steelers over Rams. Hey, I hope so, dude. My boy Dan Carter's a big Steeler fan. I got a little place in my heart for Steelers because I got a couple Steelers buddies. We're pulling for them. Steelers been looking good. Keep winning. They're going to work their way up that. Jags defense is good. Yeah, it's Jags. You're right. It's Jags, not Rams. They played them last week. Jags is good. Jags offense is really good, though. Trevor Lawrence is going to be fun to watch versus T.J. Watt running around there. If playoffs run through the link, it's going to be. It is. The teams that, like I was saying, the teams that play in like the far away, the Cali teams, They're not used to that cold weather, man. That's a totally different ball game. When Dolphins come here, 49ers and them come here, that's a totally different ball game playing in that kind of weather. They do, Figgy. Steelers play big when they need to. Well, their defense does. Matt Canada ain't even happy when they're winning, so that's a whole different subject. Oh wow, crazy how good our old past a few years. Oh, absolutely. He's good. Old Lane Johnson is good. Jay, I appreciate you following, brother. You think Lamar can win? He could. Lamar's good, dude. Lamar is a dog. Lamar is a dog. He is all over. And last week, dude, he played the Miami. Played the Lions. They couldn't get to him. Hutchinson was running all over the place. He was seconds from getting him, but Lamar was dissecting him, dude, throwing. Oregon, Utah should be a good game. Seth, you're right. I think your Oregon and Utah, it was on our games to watch this week when me and Dim was talking about them. Run the ball, Swift. Alex, you're right, baby. You are right. I think the Eagles will be Den Carter, Kenny Pickett clutching the fourth. He is, especially when he throw into that dog Pickens. Woo, yeah. Joey Porter Jr., baby. Come on, keep getting playing time. I hope so, Jay. I hope you're right. How about that game last night? Josh played big. Josh did play big, dude. He's so up and down. He's like a roller coaster. It's fun to watch him. He's fun to watch. But he's just, if you're a Bills fan, it's scary. Alex, run the ball, Swift. I agree, dude. Run that ball. We are a run-first offense. Alex, if you're not a friend follower here, give me a follow, please. I appreciate you. Trying to get 2,000. We play the Chiefs at their stadium. Probably lose. That's the game I was talking to Leroy about. We'll probably lose. Kansas City's good. But as long as we play them later, win later, it's more important. Chiefs at Arrowhead. I don't know what's going to be a toss-up. It is. You think last week started the demence of Purdy? I've never been a big fan of Purdy, Covey. Never been a big fan of Purdy. If you get to Purdy and get pressure in him, I think he crumbles. Teams have showed that. If you get him all day, he's got weapons. Them guys are going to catch the football. They're going to run really well, and they got a good running offensive line. They'll be fine. If we run into Arrowhead with 0 turnovers, we could, but we get the ball, we touch the ball a lot. It's hard to not turn it over. It is. I mean, for any team on both sides of the ball, less turnovers will probably win the game, Jay. Dolphins will win against the Chiefs. They could. The Chiefs, who's the Chiefs have this week? I seen it earlier. I wrote it down. Chiefs, they got Broncos. Chiefs and Broncos. Alex, appreciate the follow, bro. Rams fan, but I love Sirianni and that Eagles culture. I got you, bro. Hey, Alex, I appreciate it, bro. I love that culture. It is a Philly culture. Like I said, I'm not from there, but it is. It seems like everybody hates a lot of them, especially if you're a Cowboys fan or follow the Cowboy love there. If we play Chiefs like we play the Jets, absolutely. If we play the Commanders like we played the Jets, we're probably losing, Jay. Honestly. Love that Philly culture, Alex. Love that Philly culture. It's a Philly thing. It is a Philly thing. It is a Philly thing, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Commanders only look good versus Eagles. Yeah, absolutely, because it's like that's how teams are. They play down. I don't understand it. They play down for competition. I'd like a cheesesteak. Dan Carter, I'd love a cheesesteak, but you know what I'm telling you? There's no good cheesesteaks around here. Every little restaurant around my neighborhood that I've had, them cheese hooks are freaking terrible. He's definitely a great coach for Philly. Dude, let me tell you, everyone was probably optimistic after that first couple interviews and the way he talked and everything. My goodness, he panned out pretty well, dude. He's for the players. I mean, the first couple of years, look, he's wearing like a Jalen shirt and stuff, dude. He's for them. He is a player's coach, and I like it. We built different. We are. Philly's built different. My Philly fans in here. Hey, and I know it's a touchy subject, but realistically, let's not get Ohio State fans on them. But do you guys think that the brotherly shove is going to be gone next year? Let's hear it. I want to hear what people say. No, I want one from Dan Carter. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's line it up and go. I want one from Philly too. We'd have to get a couple of them though, because it's going to take a couple different tries to get a good one. I need round 2 versus Commanders. Me too. I'd love for him to beat him by 40. Go Birds. Hey, God, I love that. God is good and Jesus saves. Give us a follow, baby, and go Birds. Woo. I hope not. I hope they don't either. Got to go to Pat's and Geno's. We got to go somewhere. We got to go somewhere. Hey, I appreciate it. Follow, and that is it. The brotherly shove is unstoppable. Other teams are trying and can't do it. I know, but a lot of people are like, oh, he's getting hurt. People's getting hurt. And I think Purdy did get hurt off that one. But even if they make it where like you can't shove from behind or something like that, I still think he's going to get it 80% of the time. I doubt it. They just mad how we mastered quarterback sneak. I agree, dude. Jason Kelce. And you know, everyone's like, oh, it's anchored all around Jason Kelce. You know how many people forget that Jordan Mailata was a freaking rugby player? Jordan Mailata. That's the guy that probably is like, hey, dude, let's get on all fours here and try to just push these guys. Teams have to adapt like any other. Absolutely. Absolutely. Purdy did it on a quarterback sneak. I know, but it was like right up the gut like that. The same thing. They didn't push him, but it was just a little quarterback sneak is what they'll try to like prevent. Something stupid. Something stupid. You know how it is. You know how it is when it's nice and it's for you. It's good, but when everybody's hating against it, it's like, maybe they should make like Mahomes not be able to get out of the pocket and run around like a madman. Because when he does that, he's winning games. When he does that, he's winning games. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? When he's doing all that crazy shit, the Chiefs are winning games. Brotherly shove should be in there forever. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Look at this. You guys like a Reese Pumpkins? Smash that like for a Reese Pumpkins. Den, I know I got something for you though. Den, I got you some deer jerky. I love football and I get safety first, but they gone softer. Yeah, and they have, dude. And a lot of it has, for sure. I do agree with safety. I mean, especially as having a kid grow up as a dad here, it is nice to see a little bit of safety coming in, especially like no headshots and, you know, I mean, don't dive at the knees and stuff like that. I mean, that stuff is nice. But football is a violent sport. Football is a violent sport. And you have to teach kids and adults that you got to keep that head on the swivel. Brittany, you too. Absolutely. You first, Brittany. You first, Brittany. I have to have your own bag because if not, Den will eat all your bag. If they want to stop shove, don't let the bird get it. Absolutely. Keep the birds 3rd and 20. Yeah, you're right, Jay. They might not, but they might go for a quarterback sneak. Sometimes they're stupid and do that. But at the same time, I'd say over the past 2 years, we got some great football games. We have. I mean, we really have got some really good football games, and we got some really good talent coming up, man. And a lot of these guys that, I mean, I don't know how old some of you guys are on here, but I grew up like watching Peyton Manning and, you know what I mean, and Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers and Russell Wilson and some of these guys, these older guys. It's like, man, they're gone. They're past now. And these new guys are here, and I mean, they're making their own NFL. They're putting their own stamp on the game. And I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. These athletes coming around now, I mean, they're faster. They're stronger. And that's why a lot of the safety, we're in a new era now. These guys, the speed is just so much ridiculous. If I bet if you like I mean, I don't have my phone to be able to do it because I'm through here, but you could probably like look at a top 10 speed, like from a lineman from 10 years ago, and then your top 10 now. It would probably be crazy different now. They're so much faster now. Who's my favorite player? God is good. Do you mean like an all time, or do you mean like right now on my team in general? What do you mean? I'm 31, seeing who I grew up with. Hey, I'm 34, brother. Yeah, it sucks. It is. It's nice seeing some of these young guys come in and play though, especially on some of these teams that hasn't been winning for a while. And, kind of had a slump for a while. And it sucks that there's some teams out there that's really built and ready and don't have a quarterback. All time, my favorite all time, I would probably have to say Brian Dawkins, probably. I would say that's close. I mean, it's hard to put a pin. It's hard for me to put a pin on like my favorite person of all time, but my favorite person of all time is probably Brian Dawkins, the way he took the game. I mean, I'm not big into like the churches and all that. I'm not into all that stuff. I believe in God and all that, but he was big like a Christian dude, and he wouldn't hardly cuss on the field, and he was one of the ones that always come up there, high energy, high spirited, and he played the game safe. He did hit you really hard, but I mean, he played along the guidelines most of the time, and very respectful player. Very respectful player. Dawkins was good. I liked him a lot. Weapon X, really liked him. There's a lot of players I really enjoyed watching though, man. And like college, I don't really have a huge like. If I had to say I had a favorite college team, I mean, I liked Florida State for a really long time because of my uncle, but I really enjoy college as a whole and just watching players develop. So that's why at times it's hard for me to like pick a player that I like that's my all-time favorite. I mean, I could go on and say I liked watching this guy and and at times it's like years, like 3 or 4 year span that you really, really, really like someone. Just the things they do or the way they hold themselves or what they do for a team or a like a place, you know what I mean? It's just that at times is why I like players. Now, let me see. Now, majority of fullbacks in 2008, fullbacks were never. Yeah, you don't see fullbacks now, man. Not many of them. You start to see where the league is starting to look like a hip drop tackle. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Greg. Malcolm Jenkins was my guy. I loved Malcolm Jenkins. Greg Covey, NFL, and it could be. Jay, you're probably not wrong with that. And I mean, it's not. I know NFL's fun. I know tackle's fun. Flag football will get rid of your big guys. It'll probably get rid of your offensive lineman that is a big blocker, a bigger dude. I mean, it'll get rid of it. I'm 30-some years old. I've been playing tackle football and flag football. I've still been playing. I still play it at this age. And we've been going to flag football a lot more just because it's easier on you, man. How do the subtitles work like that? That's cool. I have no clue, Brad. I have no clue how it's coming up like that, to be honest. It must just be a TikTok thing or a Facebook thing. I miss kickoffs Yeah, I mean, they was deadly. High State quarterback Common Cord is my friend's little brother. It's awesome to see him play on the big stage. Ryan, that is awesome, dude. I'm not a big Common Cord fan. I still think he's got a lot to prove. But that is awesome. That is awesome to be able to see and see and grow up with stuff like that. I think that is sweet. Now the ball is always out of the back of the end. Absolutely. No one wants to take that chance. No one's wants to get blown up. I mean, because they could kick it a little higher. They could kick it low. I mean, a lot of it's strategy. You got athletes back there. They don't want to kick that thing to them. Them guys are good. Them guys are good back there. Reese Pumpkins. I might as well eat this thing. It's been staring at me for like the last hour and a half while I've been on here. About an hour, maybe. Oh, hell, 40 minutes. 40 minutes. That ain't long. That ain't long. Hanging out with my TikTok friends, chatting football. Chatting football. Pumpkin. That's good. I appreciate you guys coming around. The Reese eggs are better than the pumpkin, Seth. I would have to agree. Do you guys think the Reese eggs or the Reese pumpkins better? I think the eggs are better. I mean, the eggs aren't better like right now because they'd be old and stale. But the eggs, I think, in a whole are better. Eagles at Seahawks. We should. They got really good defense. Covium Christmas trees are good. Ryan, I appreciate the like, guy. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys liking and following this thing. I'm trying to get 2,000 people so I can put this stuff together. I'll show you here. Look. So I'm not lying. See that? See that computer? Trying to hook you guys up there. My Philly fans, look here. Look at my Philly fans here. There we go. Hurts, Smith, some helmets back there. All signed. That came from my memorabilia fans from A Cut Above Sports. If you guys are interested in any sports memorabilia, you could message this page. And I got some buddies that do that raffled off. And not raffle, but they do like a little, you pick your teams, you pay so much or whatever. It's all good. It's all fun. They do lives. Good people. AJ Brown earning a spot on that. AJ Brown definitely be getting a spot on that wall soon, Jay. He needs one. I got two Smiths. I got a good deal on them. That's the only reason I really got two of them. I got two Smiths. I got a black one. I just ain't hung it up yet. Since we, this room's actually fairly new. We just started decorating it and doing this stuff in here, hanging out. And I do got a TV up in the corner. That's why at times I look up. I love Smitty too. I wish they'd use Smitty more on the slot though. Dude, I need one of them Kelly Greens. You're not wrong on that, Figgy. I need one of them Kelly Greens. Who would I get though? Hurts? Would it be Hurts? That'd put me at 2 Hurts, or should I get AJ Brown? Should I get AJ Brown on the Kelly Green? He ain't been there long though. I'd have to get a veteran. I'd have to get a veteran like Cox or Kelsey or someone like that. You'd have to get a veteran. You couldn't get a new dog on the Kelly Green, right? Thoughts on Julio would bring the offense? I don't think he's going to bring up 100 yards a game. Veteran, good for the young guys, good for team chemistry, big body, help block. I want that Jason Kelsey, Kelly Green. I agree. I really hope the Rangers just sweep the D-backs. I really don't care at this point. I'm not a huge baseball fan. Phillies was around. I wanted them to win. My boy's a Reds fan. I do got a Reds Ellie Dela Cruz picture up in the corner. That's my boy's dude up there. He's a big Reds fan. My boy Dan is a big Reds fan. Yes, I want a veteran jersey. That would be fire. Yeah, I agree. I got a Fletcher Cox one though. I do got a Fletcher. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. 1 second. Show you some jerseys. One second here. 1 second here. TikTok world, and I will show you some jerseys. These are all autographed jerseys from Cut Above Sports. If you need a jersey or you're looking into sports memorabilia, he does basketball, hockey, baseball, football, a little bit of everything. Sports memorabilia, you can message this page. You can follow it. It's on Facebook. That's how he does everything. Everything's legit. You can follow him. I'm not saying you have to go spend any money or anything, but it's cool. I love it. I do it for fun. Bunch of friends do it. Look at here. Ray Lewis. Look at this one. Signed. Ray Lewis. That's a nice one. Looky there. Ray. What's up, EMC? Just showing my jerseys here, hanging out, bullshitting a little bit. Give me a follow. We're just showing some jerseys, a little bit of everything I got here. Look at this one. Got this one there. Oh, hold on. Brian Dawkins. B-Dawk. Looky there. Look at that thing. Like I said, got all these things at my buddy's Facebook, Cut Above Sports, sports memorabilia. It's fun. Kind of like gambling a little bit. You take a chance. Jones, like a Randall Cobb at this point, good for the locker room. Absolutely, Brad. He gets you a little bit at times. He gets you a catch or two a game. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Absolutely. Some of these are fire. Hold on. Stay in here. Stay tuned. I don't know how some of you Eagle fans feel about this one. How do some of you Eagles fans feel about this one? Look at the color of this thing. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. How do you Eagles fans feel about that one? How do you guys feel about that one? How do you Eagles fans feel about that gray Donovan McNabb? I'm a big McNabb fan. I like McNabb a lot. How did you guys feel about that one? That's dope. Hey, I liked it. Hit my mic here. Look at this one. I won this one. This is just one you win. You don't always get your team at times because only one person can pick a team. So if you pick a team, you know what I mean, or that team's gone, you can't. Sometimes you just get a random team. Like you pick a different team. Look at here. Anybody know who that is? Does anybody know who that is? Does anybody know who that is? Does anybody, number 88, it's not an old jersey. Anybody see that autograph? Anybody know who that is? There's the autograph. Let's hear who it is. Come on. Jeremy Shockey. That is not Jeremy Shockey. It's not a big name. It's not a big name. You're close, though. Very close. Not a big name. Not Dez. That is not Dez. Little different color blue. Hicks, maybe? Not Hicks. Slayton. We're close. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining in here, commenting. Give me a follow. Look here. Bang. Ingram. Give me some Ingram love. Not a big fan of him. Like I said, you don't always get to win your team. Sometimes you just pick a team or two that's left. Moss. It was not Moss. Sorry, Taylor. It was Ingram. Looky here. Back to my Philly fans. Before he changed his number. Anyone take a guess before he changed his number? Jordan Addison, Nico Collins, or Adam Thielen this week. Let's go Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison, Matt. Dude is balling. Who they got this week? Who they got this week? Yeah, Jordan Addison. Looky here. Anybody? You guys know that one. The new number might trick you, though. Guy sure does make some big plays, if you know what I mean. Big play slay, baby. Big play slay. I have a couple Joe Mixon, Cobbs, LBJ. Hey, dude, it's fun. Chapman's baseball is 103, only 60 balls turning out. That's cool. Kobe jersey skyrocketed for. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Nomney. No. Hey, Nomney wasn't bad, though, Cat. Or I don't even know what your name is. Slay. There is Slay, brother. There is Slay. Give me a follow. Give me a follow. Commenting in here. I'm just showing some memorabilia that I won off my buddy's sports page. It's Cut Above Sports. Send us a message if you want a link or something for it. Like I said, it's fun if you like doing that stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoy trying to get my team whenever it's open and available. Look at this veteran. What do you guys think about that veteran right there? What do you think about that veteran right there? The 91. The Fletcher Big Cox. Oh, Fletch. What's up, Figgy? Just showing a little bit of my memorabilia love here. Just showing a little bit of my memorabilia love here. Oh, yeah. It's nice. Hey, Ryan, I appreciate the likes, the follows. And you Philly fans, Eagle fans, I guess. Look at this jersey. This one's kind of neat. I don't know if you guys seen this one. If you're into memorabilia, you probably have. I mean, maybe I wasn't into it big, but look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this quarterback legends here. Vic, Cunningham, Jaworski, McNabb. I mean, that thing's kind of cool. Smith or Pittman? My Smith? Yeah. You got, nah. Yeah, probably Smitty. Probably Smitty. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. There's like four quarterbacks on this thing. Ron Jaworski, Cunningham, Vic, McNabb. I thought it was kind of cool. Like I said, I won it on my buddy's sports memorabilia page. Like I said, he does that thing is dope. I love Vic on the Eagles. Yeah, me too, dude. Look at this thing here. He does all kinds of stuff. Look at this helmet. Can anybody guess who that is? Can anybody guess who that is? I know it's kind of hard to see. That's actually an 8, though. That's actually an 88, not an 86. Kind of hard to read. Dallas Goedert. Top 5 tight end in the league. Top 5 tight end in the league. Hold on, Figgy. I got a couple more things. Figgy. Hold on. Couple more things. Hold on. Let me show you the Jalen Hurts sign. Yeah, it looks backwards because you're on a camera. Devontae Smith sign. Like I said, my buddy's memorabilia page can hook a brother up. Look at this. Mike Vick. Hey, I ain't got a shady, Figgy. Someone giving a little Mike Vick love, though, right? Someone giving a little Mike Vick love, though, right? Yeah. Brian Dawkins. And then some helmets. Look at this. This is my favorite one. We'll just stick with this helmet here. We'll just stick with this helmet right here. We'll just stick with this one. I'm going to need that link. Figgy, shoot us a message on here, bro. Shoot me a message on here and say, I'm looking. It's called a Cut Above Sports. It's called a Cut Above Sports. It's ran by Den Carter, Roger Harder. You'll see it on there. If not, send me a message on here. I'll have my buddy send you the link. I don't think he's on here anymore. Den Carter's not on here, I don't think. Look at this one. Look at this thing right here. Whoo! Look at that thing right there. Number 2, that's his new one. That's his new one. That's his new one, baby. Old school. Old school. You got them throwback wings, baby. We ain't talking about Red Wings. We ain't talking about those. Some people earn those, and I ain't earning those. These are the green wings. Fly, Eagle, fly. Big play sleigh. Hey, that's it. That is it. That is it. Big play sleigh, baby. My buddy Den's got a bunch of stuff too. But like I said, he's a Pittsburgh fan. He likes them Steelers. Hey, nothing against him. No hate. I do have a sweet like replica helmet, but it's Kenny Golladay. And Kenny Golladay is a bum. But it's a really nice helmet. Really nice helmet. Really, we got little Herbie here too. Look. Look at little Herbie. Bottlehead Herbie. You guys like Herbie? Eagles getting caged this Sunday. Hey, you never know, buddy. You never know. Never know. Look at here. TJ Watt. Birdman, hey, give me a follow, bro. If you hate Fly Eagles fly in this, always. Go Birds, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, even if you hate the Eagles, just give me a follow. I'm looking for 2,000 followers here. Looking for 2,000 followers so I can link you guys up with my YouTube, Facebook, the X. Kind of link them all together here. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Just trying to get everyone on here. I love talking football. We love talking football. We always, me and my buddy Den gets on here, does a couple a week together. I try to get on here. He gets on here. We just like to talk sports, bullshit with you guys. Sometimes stuff goes on, happens live, happens unexpectedly. I like to hop on here, ask everyone's questions, suggestions, just to see, you know what I mean? Just see what people's talking about. Really, really big topic right now I'd like to talk about. Deshaun Watson. I haven't seen any Browns fans on here, but Deshaun Watson is a big topic for me. Just kind of like, man, what are you doing? What is he doing? Glad that's not my problem. Glad that's not my problem. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love you guys are giving. All the love. Following, liking. Coke Zero could be a sponsor. That hit on Purdy was vicious. It was bad, dude. His head kind of, Can't find anywhere. No, I heard that Cleveland had massages, but they said that they wouldn't go deep. They don't have that deep thumb in tissue massage. You know what I mean? Like give them the old dirt bike. Gotta get in there. Gotta get in there sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta get in there. Gotta get in there deep. Isn't that right, Kobe? That hit on Purdy was vicious. I appreciate you guys hopping on here, talking some sports. Like I said, if you guys want to talk about a game, what's the spread on? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet, Birdman. It's probably anywhere 4-7 or something like that. Something crazy, I'm sure. If any of you guys like to bet, do any of that betting, I do have a guy on here that's on our Real and Roll that on the Facebook. You can follow it as well. I mean, yeah, and he always posts like his over and unders, who to bet on. He's really good right now. He's got a real high winning percentage. Not for sure exactly what his record is. Like I said, go on the Facebook page or link trees up here on the. If you go to our TikTok page right there and you click on that link tree, it'll take you to pretty much about everything. It won't take you to that Cut Above Sports, but you can find it. You should be able to find it if you're pretty good on these computers. You go to my buddy Den Carter's name and you should be able to find a Cut Above Sports. Like I said, we appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. It's fun. Ryan better pick it back up. He better, Brian, he will. I'm sure Ratch will. He just ain't been hanging out. He's got too many things to do. He must be important. He must be an important man. Another Eagles takeover in Washington. I hope so. I hope Washington's a fire sale before even Sunday comes. Hopefully they get rid of Sweat or Chase Young, one of the two, and it's just a bunch of nobodies out there playing, and they're not confident in Sam Howell or something. I hope. Hopefully we run the football for 250 yards. Niners have a must win. Niners have, they don't, I don't think it's a must win, but I think it's a big game. But I don't know. That's a tough game. That is a tough game for both of them, really. At least it's out of division, out of the AFC or NFC. So have to admit, Bird's looking better than my boys. We might get a wild card. Yeah, you'll definitely get a wild card, buddy. If you are a Cowboys fan, hey, you might even get locked in. This division, we ain't even played each other yet. All it takes is win 1 or 2 games out of it. Soccer season's over. He got time. I agree, Brad. I agree. Someone needs to shoot that Ryan Ratchford a message. If any of you guys got that Ryan Ratchford on here, go to Linktree, go to Facebook, look up Ryan Ratchford for me on there and send him a message. Say, bro, we need you on Real and Raw to talk with Jeffrey and Den. Tell him he's being lazy. He is being lazy. He does have an hour drive, though. He does have an hour drive to the doghouse. Niners acted like the Cowboys game was their season. Niners acted like that was the Super Bowl. Niners acted like they gave all their energy and everything for that game. 3-game losing streak before would be tough for the Niners. It would be great for the Eagles, though. Cowboys going after King Henry. I hope not. I seen a little ruffles out and about. I try to hide my eyes on it. I hope not. He'd be a good asset for him. He's not what he used to be, but he is still really good. Still really good. Yankee boy, what's up, buddy? Give me a follow, like, share. Give me something here. Just trying to get 2,000 followers to try to link all my stuff together so I can look at one thing instead of looking at 5 or 6 and trying to talk to everybody on here. Makes it way easier. I appreciate you guys. But I think that Niners and Bengals game is going to be a really good game. Bengals and Niners, really good game. I cannot believe. Hey, Captain Insano. What's up, brother? Give me a little follow, new guy. Go Birds. I like it. I'm an Ohio guy, Birdman. OHIO, buddy. That's where me and my buddies live. I'm an Ohio guy. Yeah. I started liking Philly probably, I don't know, it's probably like 05, probably 04. I started liking the Eagles. T.O. and McNabb on there on that 2K5 game. That's when I really started any Eagle bars. Not really, dude. There ain't very many Eagle fans around here. A couple, but they know. I'm an Oceanside, California Cowboy fan. Hey, you like who you like, Dusty. I get it, buddy. You like who you like. And I like when people don't feel like they're strapped to liking the team that they're in. You don't always have to do that, man. You don't always have to like where you at. I mean, you like who you like. Maybe not try to bounce around all the time, but McNabb was good. McNabb was good at one time, buddy. He was a hustler. Hey, that's because look, Birdman, Dusty, you guys are close. Maybe this Eagles love bringing together. I like the Raiders, Z-Nags. Hey, I got a Raiders fan. I got a Raiders insider here, King Tilly. Matt King Tilly is one of my good buddies. Hops on here every now and then. He's a big Raiders fan. He predicted them to win a lot of games. The next 5 games, he said that he was going to win a lot, could win them all. Been lost the first one, so we'll see. They got the Lions this week, Monday night. Not looking good for the Raiders, but Lions looked like total dog shit last week. I would love to win the first Super Bowl with McNabb. I would have loved. Yeah, McNabb and them deserved it, dude. McNabb and them deserved it. But they fought at the core, dude. Everybody was fighting at the core. That's what happened. They didn't have that good. Everyone's a team. Like they didn't. It was everyone for themselves is how it felt. Been a Cowboys fan since the 90s. 53. Been a diehard. Hey, buddy. Hey, I get it, Dusty. I like it. I like it, buddy. Way to stick with them. Cowboys always have a pretty good season. I know sometimes it's heartbreaking, but it happens. Being a fan of the player creates problems too. Personal experience with that, LOL. Become a Jets fan for 4 plays. Yeah, and that's what's hard. I agree, Brad. As an NBA fan, and as much as you probably don't want to hear this, I like LeBron. Big LeBron fan. I don't like his point of the way he puts who he's voting for and who all of his politics in. Not a fan of that. But I like it. I like following players at times. If it's NBA, NFL, that's why I said college. It's hard for me to pick a team. I like Florida State, I do, but it's hard for me to pick a team because I like watching players. I like watching players develop. I like watching them go to the next step and becoming a good adult and a good football player. It's fun. We need to fire Josh. Birdman and Eagles fans are on TikTok are real fans. Hey, some Eagles fans are ruthless. Some Eagles fans are ruthless. I don't. Nags. I think we're okay. We're fine. Yeah, nothing like that we got now in Philly. They just have fun and you see it. They play. Yeah, it's like they like each other, man. It's like the chemistry's good, the team's good. Even if we lose a game or whatever, it's like the players got together, had a meeting, and was like, dude, this is on us. This is us. This was us. This wasn't them. This wasn't the coaches. This was us not giving everything that we had out there. And they didn't. And it's fine. You can't win every game. I don't expect anyone to go undefeated. Talent is way too good for NFL teams to go undefeated. Love LeBron. Same. Hey, Brad, but my boy Den hates LeBron. He is a LeBron hater. My Super Bowl pick preseason was Lions Colts. Shoo, you had your hopes on Colts at a rookie quarterback going. Sheesh, brother. Eagles and Cowboys epic rivalry, big game, and your Eagles house can't wait. Go Cowboys, battle on. Hey, absolutely, Dusty. Hey, it's always a good game. And it's really, I know it's kind of chippy, but it's never, knock on wood, been real bad. Kevin Byard coming in. I know he's a Philly guy. He did a couple things on the Star. He's going to bring a little more aggression. These young guys that come in, they're going to come in a little more chippy, a little more fiery. We'll see. Nah, you need to lose. It humbles you. Absolutely, Figgy. I was mad we took that loss, but glad we bounced. Absolutely. I would have been mad, Figgy, if we took that loss and then came to Dolphins and lost again. I thought it was going to happen. Hey, I'm a Bucks fan. Hope all is well. I'm just sad and lost right now. 3-game losing streak. Lawrence, buddy, I understand, man. I like watching the Bucks succeed. Obviously, not when we play Philly, but big fan of Baker. Like Mike Evans. Like the things that some of the things that Baker's done in his career. I mean, it's kind of hard not to root for him. Sucks. He has his games. He's hot and cold. I don't know, man. I just don't think that he's it. I don't think he has that superstar factor. He tries. He loves the game of football. It's not just a job to him. I just don't think he's uber athletic, and I just don't think that he's a great football thrower. I like younger LeBron. He's always looking for a call, but everyone is not. And Covey, it comes with age, dude. It comes with knowing the game and slowing down a little bit. As you slow down, you're not as fast slasher and getting in there and can make all the plays. So you kind of just have to play the game. You know what I mean? The young guys come in there. They come in aggressive, fast, and swinging for the fences at times. And the older guys have to kind of pump the brakes, and it is what it is. Hey, $100 bet gets you $3,500. On what? What are you talking about? Oh yeah. Hey, I bet. No wonder, because it's a crazy bet. It is a crazy bet. How you feel about that rookie Carter? I think he's going to be a problem more plays. That rookie Carter is a freak. Jalen Carter is a absolute freak. We did a rookie of the year, defense rookie year and stuff. We did that weeks ago. He was my pick. Everyone said I was a homer for it. Jalen Carter was probably the best player in the NFL draft to come out, and he dropped. Fortunately, he fell for the Eagles. There was a lot of players and coaches upset that he dropped to a Super Bowl caliber team. He did, and the Georgia Bulldogs that came to Philadelphia Eagles are balling. Nolan Smith is getting more time, more handles on defense now. He's getting some more snaps, more plays. He's playing well. He had a sack last week, his first sack. It's fun to watch him play. Eagles should be only allowed a Georgia player every other year. You're probably right, but I'd say I wouldn't be surprised if we don't try to get another lineman or something next year from them. We're losing a couple defensive linemen probably in the next year or two. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and boys are going to be rolling out. I know we got young guys behind them, but you know how the draft works. Philadelphia Bulldogs, you're right, Covey. K-Eagles. Chiefs, Eagles, Super Bowl rematch, baby. Hey, I hope so. I really hope so. Although it looks like you got a Patrick Mahomes guy as your avatar thing there, so you're probably a Chiefs fan. But hey, I'll take it. I will take it. Give me a follow, share, like this thing. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you hanging in, talking sports. I love it. I love talking sports. Hey, thanks for the follow. Love talking sports with you guys. It's always fun. Earlier, I did share my memorabilia to some of you guys that wasn't here. A bunch of signed memorabilia I have. sleigh helmets, jerseys, bunch of different signed jerseys. Like I said, I'm a Philly fan. Don't like just bragging, showing the stuff off. Some of you guys like that stuff. Some of you people ain't really seen it before it was brought around to me. You didn't see much of it. You know what I mean? You didn't get to see a lot of it. Cowboys rookie defensive tackle not doing much. No, not really. They're good though. Their defense is really good, dude. Cowboys have a really good defense. Yeah, Chiefs fan, man. But AJ Brown, my wide receiver, one in fantasy. He's been balling. Yeah, 125 yards last 4 games. I think he tied Calvin Johnson for it. Hopefully the streak continues this week. Hopefully versus Washington, 125 yards is a lot to get in a game. Eagles fan Tom, go Birds. Absolutely, baby. Eagles fan, give me a like, share, follow. Appreciate you. Trying to hit 2,000 followers so I can link all this stuff together. I'm live right now on YouTube, Facebook, and the X, known as Twitter. Just trying to get on here, talk sports. We are always answering fantasy questions, basketball, football, a little bit of baseball here and there. I got a few dudes on here with me that talk on this thing. My buddy Den, my buddy Ratch, King Tilly. We hop in and on out of here sometimes all together. Like I said, if you follow on the other, you can see a different camera view. But if I get 2,000 followers, I can put all this thing together. Not sure how much NHL y'all do, but I don't know it at all. What I do know is that has been working out. Hey, whatever works out for you, Brad. Sometimes that's just the way it is. I don't know much about NHL at all. That is not my sport. That is not why I am living. G13. I don't know who you are. I appreciate the eyeballs. Won't you talking NFL sports? You got any games you want to talk about this week? We've threw a little bit of everything out there so far for the hour and 6 minutes I've been on here. Showed memorabilia, talking about my buddy's memorabilia page he has at A Cut Above Sports. You can send us a message or ask questions about it on one of these things. Oh, I got you, Greg. You on YouTube. I got you. What do you think the Eagles score is going? What do you think the score is going to be? Bessie, I don't like to do the score, especially for my own team. I just hopefully we win by 7 or 10, and hopefully we get out of there healthy. It's hard for me to predict my own score. Predicting scores almost. I mean, it's throwing dust in the wind. Like throwing dust in the wind, darling. Hopefully it is a W, and hopefully we get out healthy. Scott, Bessie, give me a follow. Appreciate it. Just trying to get 2,000 followers here. Think the Niners blow them out. I don't know, dude. I seen Purdy still not really hardly practicing. Appreciate the follow, guys. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the likes. Just trying to, like I said, get 2,000 followers on there. There's a few games. Rams and Cowboys. Rams are a good team. Jags, Steelers. That's going to be a good one to watch. The Colts are going to be fun. Malik Willis, Will Levis, both are playing. If any of you Titans fans out there, about time to see what you got in the backup room now. About time for the Titans to see what they got in the backup room. That's exciting as me. Like I said, I watched some of these guys in college. It's fun to watch them come up and play. So we'll see. We'll see what the Titans are really about. We'll get to see if these rookies coming up can make some plays, make some flashes. After this year's choking playoffs, Dak and McCarthy both gone. I don't know about Dak. McCarthy, very possibility. What I do not hope, and I know it's a big reach, but I do not hope that the Cowboys go get Deion next year and Deion's boy. I do not want that. Thanks, Hurts Season, for giving me a follow and a like. Your opinion on Jalen Hurts leading to the league's INT. I'm an Eagle fan, so I'm pretty mad about that. Don't follow all that, dude. I know he is leading with the INTs. Who cares? He's got a lot of touchdowns with the legs. We're winning football games. 6-1. A win's a win. You could throw 100 interceptions and 5 touchdowns, but if you win the Super Bowl, you win the Super Bowl. I'm a Hurts fan. Love Hurts. Love watching him. Love his drive. Love the way he handles himself, holds himself accountable for things. His interviews. Love all that. Don't worry about him. They pan out. Even if he leads the league in interceptions by the end of the year, who cares? It wouldn't be if we ran the football more and not with a quarterback. I like to push the brotherly shove, but I'm talking about in general. Let's run the football, give it back to Swifty, and let's run this thing a little bit. You think Saquon will stay with the Giants? Stay with the Giants. Bessie, my buddy Den thinks. I think he thought that they was going to stay, but can't. You said y'all on X, can't find you guys there. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Real and Raw Sports. I don't follow it on there, but it shows up here. I'm live on it. My buddy Den has the X information. I think he should leave. He probably will stay. He's committed to the Giants, but I think he should leave. Get a little opportunity, go somewhere. Go to Baltimore. Don't go to Dallas. They probably wouldn't ship you off. I hope not. Go to, like I said, go to Baltimore. You could go to Buffalo. Buffalo could use a little help. Steelers, I think Steelers would be fun to watch with him. Not a big Najee Harris fan. Browns could really use a little dose of Saquon. Which Joe Burrow is going to show up for the Niners? The dog, probably. The dog, Joey Burrow, I say, shows up for the Niners. Just left your crib. Well, you should have said hi. You definitely should have said hi, Joey Wilbur. Sorry, bro. Josh Wilbur, sorry. Sorry, Wilbur. Sorry, Wilbur. I'm busy. I seen you popped up, but I can't. I'm on the talk, bro. I couldn't flip it down and see what you wanted, then I'm going to be gone. And then the TikTok guys love me. I know everyone comes on here on and out on Facebook and like gets in and out of that, but there's like 15 to 20 people on Facebook and YouTube and the X that comments. There's like 7,000 that gets on and sees me on the talk. You would have answered King. You wouldn't have answered King Tilly. King Tilly. You would have answered King Tilly. I don't get what you mean. I hope you're not calling me King Tilly. You would have answered King Tilly. You would have. I would have answered. King Tilly. No one's here. Just me. No one's here. I want to see Kevin play on Sunday. I think Kevin will play Sunday. I think Kevin Byard will play Sunday. Josh Wilbur, you could have just sat down and bullshitted a little bit of sports. Could have talked about your Browns. Could have talked about your Browns. But I have been on here for an hour and 11 minutes. I do enjoy talking. Drew, what's up, buddy? Cody, hey, you guys joining in? Give me a follow. Give me a like here. Just trying to get 2,000 people, trying to hang out, talk a little sports here. Little sports. You guys, any games you want to see this weekend? Any games you want to talk about? Fantasy, who to start, who to pull, or questions on the games. Who do I want to see? College football, anything, any trade questions. There are some people I have on the trade deadline to watch out for. I heard. Pastor, do you want to answer him? I'm just no, I would have answered. I couldn't have answered nobody. No, I wouldn't have. I'm just giving you crap. Thoughts on the game last night? I don't know. I think it was closer than it really should have been. Baker had some garbage stats, garbage yards at the end. Really disappointed. Really wanted the Bucks to win, but nah. Just gonna shut up and listen to comments. Why? Why are you going to shut up and listen? I answered your question. I think the dog Joey Burrow is going to show up, brother. I think the dog Joey Burrow is going to show up. I like Joey. I want to see Kevin play. Yeah, I do too. We can talk some trade. High State cover this week. High State should cover every week, dude. Besides when they go to Michigan. And I still think it's going to be close, but High State should win every week by 10. Every week by 10. Most of the High State guys, G13, you're not slow. Most of the High State guys are always nervous. I'm not nervous for them. High State's a really good team. Do I trade Devontae Smith for Christian Kirk? Yeah, probably. Much as I hate to say it, probably. But the thing is, Devontae Smith's probably a 1,000-yard receiver. He hasn't got his up high yet. The end of the half could be his higher yards for the second half. Christian Kirk I think he gets a lot more touches. Like to hear other opinions. Hey, I get it. Trade deadline coming up very soon. Some names going through here. Saquon, Buda Baker, Devontae Adams, Jerry Jeudy, Devin White, Zach Ertz, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Aaron Donald, Kirk Cousins. Them are just some names that I toss around. Seems like the talk is the place to be. Wilbur, the talk is the place to be, buddy. A lot more people on here, a lot more commenting. I promise. It is the place to be. People hopping in and out of here, commenting. A lot of Philly Eagle fans has popped in and out of here and saying, what is up? I was giving my boy Den and him a good poke at a Cut Above Sports. Josh Wilbur, I know you won some things there. I showed him all my memorabilia. The talk is where it's at. Like I said, the trade deadline's coming. Is there any players that realistically you guys like to see your players, your team get? Wilbur, we was talking about Saquon. I said I would really like Saquon to maybe go to Cleveland. I think it would be a big fit for him. I would swing for the fences, do what I could, and bring him there. I really would. I would go all in. I know you ain't got a lot. I would go all in. Run the football. Even if you got 3 or 4 good running backs. What does Cleveland give up for Saquon? Anything you got. Anything you got, Wilbur. Anything you got. First from now to six years from now. Whatever you can do. I mean, you'd have to give up a first sometime. You'd have to give up a first and second or maybe a big splash player, but you don't want to give up players. You don't want to give up players. With Chubb coming back, absolutely. You don't know what Chubb's going to. And even if Chubb comes back, you got 2 best running backs in the league. I would because you got to think, dude, if you don't win some games this year, teams and players are going to want to leave. Myles Garrett will not be happy. Cowboys need some offensive linemen. Yes, they do. Cowboys used to be dominant when their offensive line was dominant. They used to draft offensive line every year, it seemed like. And what happened? They was dominant. We need a quarterback. Hell with a running back. You need a quarterback, but that's what I'm saying. I think that they're going to say, nah, we're not going to get a quarterback. We're going to stick with what we got. I mean, I don't think Cousins is going anywhere, unfortunately, because I mean, they're trying to win games. So I don't know who you really reach out to try to get. Jameis Winston, you don't want to reach out to that. I mean, you don't want to poke someone that's not even really going to be for sure to win you a ton of games. I just think you maybe try to ride out with what you got if you're not going to get a quarterback, and try to get a running back and run the football 45 times. I really think you can win the football game by running the football a lot more than you're passing right now. It is a deep draft. I really do. And you could take one. You really could take a quarterback deep. You could. But if you're wanting to win this year, I think you have to get another stud running back to run the football. And even if teams coming in saying, hey, we know this is a run-heavy team, that's fine. We have a top 5 running back and Saquon to get it. Which that's fantasy talk because it's probably not going to happen, but that's just how I feel. YouTube guy says, hope to penalize Michigan before the OSU game. If not, Buckeye fans will be like, we lost because they cheat. If OSU wins, they'll be like, you can't win even if they cheat. That is the unfortunate thing right now that's going on with Michigan. I'm sure all of you guys seen it. I know it's hopping to college real quick. Michigan sign still in going on. I see it popping in and out of there. Not huge on what's all going in and following it because you just never know, and it seems like it drags out week to week. Seen millions of Buckeye fans chiming in. They got to cheat. Why would they cheat versus teams? We would rather have their schedule. Their schedule's weak. Let's be real, guys. Come on. You can only play who's up in front of you, and you got to win. This is going to be because Mike's to be in college home. So Matt Rule said it. Oh, absolutely. Josh Wilbur, absolutely. This definitely needs a lead to, hey, let's put microphones in the helmets so we don't have to have signs. Totally agree. It happens in high school. It happens in the NFL. Why not do it in college? Makes no sense. Still got to stop the play. Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that Deion Sanders said it best. That's what I said, Wilbur. I believe Deion Sanders said it best. You can know. I mean, if a lot of you guys really break down football and you really know football, if you've ever watched Peyton Manning, he's a good example because I loved watching Peyton. He would always, whenever he would walk up to the line and he would get under center or at shotgun, he would call the play out. Like he's going to call play because he already knows 9 times out of 10 what that defense is running. All right. So Peyton knows what the defense is running. So what that means is he's got to now change the play or call a play where he gets in those gaps where the defense isn't. Okay. So whenever he calls a play out, I mean, how many times did you see like a defensive lineman or linebacker like Ray Lewis counter-react and call another play? You know why? Because they know what they're running. You can know that they're running the brotherly shove and 4th and 1 every time. But what? If you can't stop it, what makes the difference? Who cares if you know what they're running? Who cares? You know what? Steal their sign, steal their heart, take their mom out on a date. Who cares? Stop them from running the damn play. It's physicality. Come on. It's football, guys. Beat them off of it. If it's a sweep, you know it's running it, but you have to stop it. If their offensive line can line up and beat you off the ball, off the play, you're going to get beat. You're going to get beat, even if you know the play or not. Your players still have to play. Your players still have to play. Running backs worth going up the next couple drafts from college. Running backs are just so hot and cold, dude. I don't know one off the top of my head that's like, holy moly, this guy is a top tier running back that's going to be like a stud coming out. Everyone thought Bijan was going to be like, holy moly, and he hasn't been it yet, really either. So running backs are hard, man. Like they're a diamond in the rough at times because you don't get a super stud running back, but it's a throwing league. You know what I mean? They're throwing the ball 40 times a game. You don't get running backs. And if you do, it's in like lower divisions because they don't have that quarterback or wide receivers to throw the ball 100 times. How the things have changed. How the things have changed. I appreciate you guys flopping through here. It's joining in. Give me a follow. Give me a like. If you got any football questions right now. Trade deadline, games this weekend we're talking about. Any crazy news that's popped up that I haven't seen, which I got a TV on here, but sometimes you just miss them. Sometimes you just miss them. Josh Boggs, give me a follow here, buddy. Just trying to hit 2,000 people trying to get here so I can link all this stuff together so I can sit and watch it off the computer and not have to watch it off my phone and flop back and forth. Always appreciate you guys. Always appreciate it. My phone is currently at 15%. Welcome to the dead phone world. Games this weekend. Like I said, we talked about a few. Another one I'd like to kind of keep an eye on, Browns Seahawks. Seahawks is a good team, young team. Not a big fan of Geno. See what the Browns are doing. I'm sure Massage Man's probably out another week or two. Shoulder, taint, something hurt. Something hurt with him. Yes, you're right. Perfect example, Emmitt Smith. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Sometimes you got to find that diamond in the rough at running back, dude. I mean, sometimes there's legit people that's coming out that's like, oh my God, he should be really good. And sometimes you put them on a team that just don't fit. Sometimes they just don't line up. Sometimes their offense just ain't what your offense was. The gaps, the holes, the kind of offense that running back ran in college. And sometimes quarterbacks fall into that too. Be chaos if they don't let them have a postseason. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I mean, if you do that, you might as well. If they made Michigan not play in the playoffs, why would the kids even play? I would sit out. There ain't no way. I would be so mad. I would not even play. With Cleveland's D, the run game can easily win us games. We just can't come back from deficit. Exactly. That's why run the football, waste the clock. Run the football, waste the clock. Your defense is really good. Your defense just has to hold teams under 28 points. Your defense has to hold teams under 28 points. Really disappointed this year in Geno in Seattle. Yeah, Geno is Geno. He had a good year. He's Geno. Simple as that. That's what I've always said. Seattle's a really good team in a whole. Studs all over the place. Wide receivers, running back, cornerbacks, linebackers. They are loaded. Seattle Browns this week. I got the Browns, dude. Browns defense is real. Hey, let's ride. Come in here and talk, brother. We're talking some NFL right now. I think the Browns defense will prevail this week. That's what I think. That's what I think. But Seattle's good. DK active. I haven't seen anything yet. Haven't seen anything yet. I'm sure he's limited to practice this week. We'll see. We will see. What is your soccer team going into the playoffs? Glenn, I do not have a soccer team, buddy. I am sorry. But I am willing to hear your soccer team. Glenn, if you give me a follow and share here, I am willing to hear your soccer team going into the playoffs. And you can even talk about it. I can give you a little shout out. Little Cowboys Coco joining here. Talking about not talking about the Eagles, Coco, so you could stay in here. Do we like JSN to start to emerge? I like JSN. I really do. Hopefully he can pan out. Hopefully he gets some more touches. They need some quarterback help too, buddy. Who is playing quarterback at Cleveland? Probably boy from AFL, PJ, that Walker dude, probably. Yeah, they need. I think a lot of them draft a quarterback. I think Cleveland should draft a quarterback. I think Seattle should draft a quarterback. I think Oakland or Raiders should draft a quarterback. Good. I'm glad PJ got another start. Baby. Nico Collins, Drake London, Rashee Rice. Top 5 people to start them. Whew. Jake Ferguson. Tight end, start him. They got Taysom Hill. Dang. Any more football questions? I wonder if there is going to be any trades for number one pick. Probably not. Probably not if like Arizona, Chicago, yeah, I mean, like if Texans finish bad, they wouldn't get a quarterback. Colts ain't going to get a quarterback. I don't think the Raiders would draft a quarterback. I don't think they get the number one pick anyway. But I think the number one pick will probably be a quarterback. I don't think they do. Wilbur, you know what? Honestly, I probably would, especially if you got the second pick too. But it would really suck if you drafted that, if you traded that pick and then they got Marvin Harrison Jr., the person you trade to. Like if you traded it to like, say you traded it to the Giants or someone you for sure knew. I mean, I'm not saying the Giants for sure, but someone for sure you know that's going to get a quarterback. I mean, it could be anyone. I mean, and they go get Marvin Harrison because you wanted him at the next pick. Oh man, Trevor Lawrence could be the next Peyton Manning. Yeah, a little more mobile, Peyton. Who do you think is going to? Raymond, we've been talking about the trade deadline. That's what. Oh Lord, what is this cat saying above? That's a stretch. That is a stretch about it. But Trevor Lawrence is good. Trevor Lawrence is good. Peyton Manning is a stretch though. Peyton had a really, really good long career. But Trevor could. He can put up some numbers. He's just got to win some Super Bowls. Who do you think is going to get traded? We've been talking about it. Raymond, talking the trade deadline. We're flirting around some names, some topics of people, some games this week. Just kind of bullshitting. Any names you want to look at, Raymond, or your team, brother? Who's your team? Who you wanting your team to poke into? With Cleveland's D, I don't understand why Watson can't lock it. Well, because Watson don't want to play. That's why. Watson don't want to play. He wants massages. Watson wants massages. The Broncos' entire roster. Absolutely. They're all open for trade. The Denver Broncos' entire roster is for trade. That is for sure. There's some good players out there too. Patrick Surtain, Cortland Sutton, Justin Simmons. They got some players. They got some dogs. T. Higgins on the move. I don't think so, dude. But I think if they're winning games, it's hard to move your guy if you're winning games. I know he ain't going to probably get extended. I know that the Cincinnati fans want him there, but I don't think he'll be there long term. I really don't. I think you try to move on from him, but I don't think they will. I don't think Jay Jettis is coming to Cincy. Could you imagine if he did though? Holy moly. Browns ran their best quarterback in decades out of town winning a playoff game. Yeah. Frankie, you're not wrong. I got a big Brown fan in here in Wilbur. He could probably give you a little info on that. Browns craziness has happened the last few years. Frankie, if you are not a follower or friend on here, give us a follow, a like, share something. I appreciate you, brother. Trying to hit 2,000 here. Logan, same with you. Thoughts on Michigan cheating scandal? We just talked about it, Logan. It's crazy, man. Just let them play, dude. Put the mics in the helmets. Let them be able to talk through it. Get rid of those signs and stuff they hold up. It's crazy. If we talked about a guy was saying could you imagine if Michigan couldn't get in the playoffs or something because of it? If I was in kids, I'd strike and I wouldn't play the rest of the year. And then pay a guy who doesn't want to play football. Frankie, that's what I said, dude. I've been beating the drum really bad the last couple of weeks about this. This dude does not want to play football. This dude has checked out. This dude has hit the lottery. He still has to attend to work. He signed a contract where, hey, I have to show up to work. I do not have to put up so many numbers. I do not have to put up so many yards. All I got to do is get my massages on the weekend, and I can get paid. So that's what he's doing. Broncos can't beat prime time. Broncos are dog water, brother. They can't beat nothing right now. But you never know. They got they got the Chiefs this weekend, so we'll see. I think the Lions should go after Dalvin Cook. I do too. I think that'd be a really good pick, Raymond. I never even thought about that. That's another good name that came up on the list was Dalvin Cook. There'll probably be a couple teams that's going to strike out to him. He went there, man. He just went to the Jets. So it's kind of crazy, but they got some good running backs right now. Baker's mid. Baker can win you 8 to 11 games a year. He'll never get over the hump to get a ring. Wilbur, and that's kind of what I said earlier, dude. I really pull for Baker. I think a lot of people that don't hate Baker pull for Baker just because he is a football player. And if you like football, you like football players, and that's what he is. He plays for the game of football, not for a paycheck all the time. But he can't get you. He's not uber athletic. I don't think he can see downfield as well. He's just not very good in the pocket. He can win you 8, 10, 11 games. I just don't think if his 8 to 10, 11 games is like you get lucky and it's at the end of the road, end of the stretch, near the end of the season, they could get hot and win some, but in a whole, it's hard. Any new additions for the Falcons? Logan, probably not, man. The Falcons don't seem like buyers or sellers. I think they're kind of confused right now what to do at quarterback. Hell, half the time they don't even know what they're doing at running back if the dude's going to start or play. So it's kind of weird. Baker needs a good tight end. Baker needs a good tight end. He probably does. But I just don't. He's had several. He's had Njoku for a while, and he just didn't. I don't know. Baker's just not it, man. He's good to win some games. He's good to sell you some jerseys. He's a good little rah-rah guy at times, get you pumped up. But Jimmy Haslam took a gamble with Watson. Personally, I don't think Watson is not bad. Watson's not bad. Watson is good. He just don't want to play. So I don't think he has a drive. Don't fit. And maybe that's it too, Wilbur. Maybe that he's upset with the way the play calling is or how it's ran, and maybe he's just like hell with it. But if you don't come out and say stuff, no one knows, and then your person as a whole gets on like standpoint, like, hey, what's he want to do now? Why isn't he doing anything? Tampa Bay got bad O-line. They do. They do. They do, and I understand. But they still got a lot of dogs out there, dude. They still got a lot of dogs. Out there. Falcons are favored to beat Titans in Nashville. Yeah, but Titans are on a fire sale, homie. Titans are giving away everybody for a bottle of Ski Pop and a bag of Skittles. Does any of you people that's not around Ohio know what a bottle of Ski Pop is? Pop, soda, whatever you want to call it. Have you ever heard of Ski? Got it. It is good. Look it up. It is from around where I'm at, and it is good. Ski in a can or in a bottle. Sometimes them bottle hits better, but sometimes they taste like rust. So you got to watch out. Look it up. If you do not know what Ski is, look it up. It is freaking delicious. Have you been to Buc-ee's? I have not personally been to Buc-ee's, but my buddy Den on here has been to Buc-ee's. He was just there a few days ago. He went to Tennessee from Ohio, where we're from. He goes there, I don't know, 10 times a year. That's half of his other life is spent in Tennessee, I think. So, he goes to Buc-ee's a lot, talks about it, loves it. If you have not tried Ski Pop, I highly recommend it. It is good. It is good. If we could do more play action, I understand and let Watson move. Yeah, Watson needs to move around. Thoughts on Georgia beating Florida? Wilbur, you're probably right. Watson needs to move around. That's how he did really well too. But Watson's way faster than Baker. Thoughts on Georgia beating Florida? My buddy didn't pick Florida. Brock Bowers is out. I don't know. They got a chance. Florida has a chance. But Georgia could come in here. Georgia, Kiffin, he could. They're going to lose the game. Brock Bowers is out. And probably with him even in. Georgia's not that great. We've had them at their number one because they just haven't been beat. I think Den, actually, this is the first week Den took them off. I still had them at 1. I think Den still took them off. He took them off at 1. I forget who he had. 1. I think he had Michigan at 1. He might have had Michigan at 1 and Georgia at 2. Bowers is out. We got Lawson, Lucky, or Dosker Dale. Yeah, but they're not Bowers, bro. Iowa State versus team up north will be 1 versus 2. Man, could you imagine that? Josh Wilbur? Woo! Josh Wilbur, I am really, really, really trying, and I want you guys need to tag on the Facebook world, or probably just Facebook world. Tag Cody Clarkson on the Facebook for me. I need him on here the week before Ohio State, Michigan. I got to get his intakes. We need a Cody Clarkson intake. Someone tag him for me on Facebook for me. Tag that Cody Clarkson. We need his intake. Hey, the week before Ohio State, Michigan, He's got to be up here. We got to have him interviewed up here. He's got to give us a rundown. Clarkson's got to give us a rundown. Oh, I personally think Michigan will be number one, and they are maybe the best team in the country. Josh Wilbur, Florida State. Hold on. Let me get to you. And we getting a full healthy Minton. Yeah, I agree. Hey, I agree. I get it, Logan. I get it. It's just, I don't know. Florida State, my preseason pick. Yeah, buddy, my boy Dan's a huge Florida State fan. He still got Florida State losing one game. They're so hot and cold. They're so up and down. They're like a roller coaster. They play really well. Then they kind of shit to bed. Then they play really well. Then they kind of shit to bed, it seems like. I don't know. Hopefully Jordan Travis and them has them on the other turn now, and they're good from here. And yeah, Wilbur, that's what we're worried about. Wilbur, I think Michigan probably is one of the best teams right now in college football. A lot of coaches, players saying that they feel like they're the complete team. They're really good at running the football, play action, really good. Defense is locked down. They haven't played anyone really. I know that's what everyone's saying, and they have it. So, but all you can do is play the team in front of you. That's all you can do, and go from there. So, if Georgia wins Saturday without Bowers, they are still number one. Absolutely. Unless it's like overtime. Then they might sleep the two. But I doubt it. I think High State comes into the game at number 2 and beats them. Wilbur, I have Michigan winning, bro. I have Michigan winning the first go around, and then I have them meeting again in the playoffs and the Ohio State University getting them back in the playoffs. Michigan drops to 4 for the playoffs. Yeah, they could. They really could. If Georgia run the ball like Kentucky did on Florida, then we will win the game. Absolutely, Logan. Absolutely. If Georgia run the ball like Kentucky, absolutely. Georgia could. They got big dogs up front. If High State loses in the regular season, they won't win. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will, Wilbur. Yes, they will. It's going to be a close game. Michigan, there's none of these teams. If a High State loses to the number 1 in a close game, there's no way you're going to tell me another team's going to be better. There's no way you can tell me that and me believe it. There's no way. None of them teams underneath it, especially if another team struggles, there's no way. No way, Wilbur. No way. In all reality, they will be 2-3. How do they stay in top 4? Because there's the teams behind them. I mean, if you have like a Florida State win all the way out and blow out, if Washington's winning out and blows out the rest of the year, but I just still think they get in. I really do. Washington, FSU, I get it, but I still believe one of them teams they're going to slip, Wilbur. Them teams are going to slip. One or two of them teams are going to slip, Wilbur. I mean, I know they still play some games. I know Washington still play some games. You just said you thought FSU lose, they're done. They are out skis, guaranteed. Any of them teams lose one time, they are out ski. They could. Absolutely they could. If Georgia went out but loses the SEC championship to Bama, nope. I don't think so. I think if Georgia loses, they're done. Especially if Bama. Now, if Bama's like 5 or 6, maybe. But I don't know. Because, what are you going to do? Put Bama all the way back up in it? I don't know. You could keep them both out. You could keep them both out, depending on what pans out. Depending how things pan out. Hey, listen, guys, 8% battery. Been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you coming in, following, liking, subscribing. Hey, I doubt the SEC's left out. They're not going to be left out. There'll be some SEC teams. They love the SEC. I appreciate it. Get back on here. Next time I'm on, all we can do is bullshit and talk. I know for sure we'll be on probably in a couple days. Me and Den's going to do a basketball inside and talk. Sunday morning for sure we will be live. Sunday morning, me and the crew. Get on here with us. It'll be early, 10 o'clock probably. Get on here, talk with my boy Den, with me, and maybe Ratchford. We might get Ratch. Till then, fly, Eagles, fly. I am out, skis.